Hey everyone, welcome to Triple T Thursday. That's tips, tricks, talktorials. I am your host, Shelly Saves the Day. I'm really excited and I apologize for my tardiness because there was a reason, y'all. There was a reason, okay? I promised you last week that today we were going to try and figure out how to use Creator Music, how to apply a license, all of that kind of goodness. And I'm trying my best to upkeep that promise. So let's talk about what is happening right now. So I decided to do a video on the DJI wireless microphone system and go ahead and go into the music library, download a song, and now we are going to upload that video to YouTube and try and figure out how to apply the license. We're going to do this in real time together. So the reason I was late is I was trying to put my clips together because I do want it to be a real video, not just a video as an example. So it's not the best video you've ever seen, okay? But I tried. That being said, hello, how are you? Everyone, welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm super excited. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's find out together, all right? So I'm currently in the background also exporting my Final Cut Pro project, and I think I may have not even correctly converted one of my HDR clips that I recorded to that HLG 709 SDR codec, which if you have never seen that video, in case you are someone who is using your iPhone, 13, 14, and you import your footage into Final Cut Pro and then you find that it's all super washed out, you do have to do like a little trick, the HDR tool to, I don't know why, okay? Even though the Apple products don't talk to Apple products together and they should, I don't know, okay? So you drag on that little change, and then you change it to the 709 SDR. I have a YouTube short on it. If you've never seen it, it's a quick 30 seconds. It'll fix your life. Well, not your life, but your HDR footage, okay? And that will work that self-help. I was trying to make this video so fast, though, y'all. I think I may have missed one. All right, we'll just leave it at that. So don't make fun of it when you see that in the clip. So that project is currently exporting in the background, and then I will upload it to YouTube. And I did download a song from the YouTube music library. They gave me a free track, and so I selected one. And I believe in the comments it says the video one needs to be over 3 minutes. We can go look at the usage here in a second, and you need to use 30 seconds or whatever else it is. So that's what we're going to be doing, and I've inserted it over the footage of me doing the unboxing of the DJI wireless mic. So I will show you that as soon as it's done exporting. Everybody else, though, how's it going? What are you working on? What's in your cup? What do I have? Tell me if it's just me, but like my desk as a creator or someone who works from home is just a menagerie of like half drunk drink cups, right? So I've got like at least every few days I just gather all of the cups and I take them downstairs and I waddle my way back towards the dishwasher, and it's just like there's so many. But just me? No? Okay, so let's take a look here. Who do we have in the chat? Dutch Canjam, thank you so much for being here. Pixel Pia, hello. Trenton's Tech is in the house. Thank you so much. Yeah, it is kind of annoying with Final Cut, right? Why don't the Apple products talk to each other properly? I don't understand. Dr. Elo, don't forget you have your wrench back, okay? So like I don't want any more like woe to me like messages. I fixed that shit, okay? So speaking of, oops, I should have bleeped myself, but and if you want to, after we take a peek at the Creator Music, we can take a look. There was some updates to the Profanity type of rules that came out recently, right? Including some retroactive stuff. So we can, if we have some time, we will chat about that as well. So let's take a peek here. Let's see here. Dutch Canjam, what's up? Working on videos to upload. Awesome. Discord for creators. Keely's in the chat. Your desk is a mess. All right, so it's not just me. That's excellent. Glad to hear it. Okay. Let me, in the meantime, also pull up a YouTube window here. And then I will come over here to this, and then I can show you what that looks like for the Creator Music, okay? So if you haven't seen it yet, I believe if you're not yet monetized, you would not see it because it is that rev split that's happening with monetization on the videos. And for that, you would already need to have been in the Creator YPP program. So if you are under that 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, or the 10 million shorts views in that 90 days and not in YPP, it's very likely, most likely, that you would not see the tab for Creator Music. Okay, so let me click on this. And then let me get to a point. It looks like it's almost done exporting, so that's great. Let me minimize this window and then come over here and let me do share my screen. We're going to give this a shot. Here we go. Boom. All right. So this is the Creator Music. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, let me. There we go. So you see Creator Music. It's the bottom tab on the left-hand side of your YouTube studio. Okay. So we're going to come over here. Now, as you go through your Creator Music and you're starting to listen to tracks, you can heart tracks and you can kind of like favorite them, and then they're going to hang out in your like library. So if you are in here, and then you can see, and you can also do a music search in here as well. So if there's a particular song you really want to use, you could see what the licensing and split is going to be eligible or not eligible or whatever else on that type of song. So in here, if you go to my library or your library up at the top, you're going to see some tracks if you've already hearted them, or perhaps if you've purchased them, you'll see also then a section for downloaded and purchased, okay, or licensed. So here under downloaded, right? So I downloaded a track that, and I don't want to play it because it's not licensed for streaming and all that stuff, okay? But just know, I have downloaded two. One, you can download a track without purchasing it. You will get caught on the upload for the content ID, and then you will have that at that point, then you would need to decide, are you going to purchase this license or are you going to go with the rev split? So they will allow you to download it so you can put it into your editing program and start, doing what you want to do and seeing how it fits. So just because you download a track does not mean that you have the license yet for that track. So again, remember, all of these tracks are going to already be registered with the library, so it will catch it when it's doing its content checks later on. If you decide to do something without purchasing the license, then you will default to the rev split that is already set in place. And you can see some of those details when you hit on the triple dots on the right-hand side of the track at the very end, and it will go usually into your usage details. So if we go into something like this and the usage details, it's going to come up with this information here, and it will let you know how you can use it. So it says like you can use any amount of this song, and you will not be restricted to any particular region, which is great. And the expiration, this one's kind of cool, is some of them won't expire. Some of them do expire. It is something that you would need to keep track of. I don't know what happens at the end of the expiration, if you have the option to renew again or purchase again, or if you will just default and roll backwards into the rev split. We're not quite 100% on that yet. And then, so with this one, when you purchase a license, it's full monetization to you. And it does say videos only, not to be used for YouTube Shorts, not to be used for live stream. So keep all of that information in the front of your mind, I guess. And then using the track without a license. So if you don't actually purchase the license, then you have, and one other thing to keep in mind, there are tracks that are technically free, but you still want to purchase the license, because you want to attach that license to that video when you upload it. So just because it's also free, you can get a free license, but you want to make sure then to do that so you can get the full monetization. Otherwise, if you don't, then it may block it in certain countries. It may change the monetization status of it and what that looks like. So if you're using this track without a license, it says, this track is available for revenue share for up to 30 seconds in a video, 3 minutes or longer in all eligible regions. So keep in mind, it does say eligible regions. Longer use may make your video ineligible for monetization. And please note that usage terms can change because it's not YouTube that sets the rights. It's the license and music holders that set the rights on that. Okay. And then there's a learn more section. And I would encourage people to go to the learn more, because there's a lot more of the frequently asked questions and weird edge use cases. And that's that document that we read together on that live stream where it was all about all the things YouTube didn't tell you about Creator Music, how you can and can't use licenses. So there's that. So the song that I actually downloaded, I don't know why it does this, but every time I bring up something in YouTube, it then like goes dark and then I have to refresh. But here we go. So the song that I use is actually this one. It's called You Don't Know Anything About Me. And you can, when you are playing it back, you can sample it and listen. You can heart it, come back later, and then it tells you how much the track is. Mine was free because I could use a track up to like $15. And so my usage details on this one is that, again, no shorts, no live streams, only in a video, okay, with any duration, and it does not expire. So I have all of that information already. So I went ahead and downloaded it, and then I also bought the license, and I will make a separate video again, kind of truncating this all down because I did a screen recording. See that where it's dark again on the screen and I have to refresh the page. But I did actually screen record as I walk through the process of purchasing it. You get sent a little receipt and it tells you like how much the track was. So all of that was captured in the screen recording, and I will make a separate video for that and share it with y'all. So my video is done exporting. So let me come back over here 1 second. And then I am going to go into my content library and I'm going to start the upload over there. So let me upload a video. And again, so if anybody wants to watch the DJI wireless microphone comparison test, give it a little watch. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I talked for 12 minutes about that microphone. I had no idea. Okay, DJI wireless. Is it still worth getting? Oh, there's a major and +1 major design fail. Ooh, that's a better one. Is it still worth getting +1 major fail? Okay, I'm gonna hit next on this, and yes, we're going to monetize this, and let's see what happens because I used that track that I downloaded and purchased the license for. We're gonna see what happens when hopefully it does catch it on the copyright check, and then it should recognize hopefully that we have a license that we can apply to this video. So let's get as far as we can with that. I'm gonna hit yes. Let me get to my attestation here, all of my stuff. Yes, I'm submitting my rating. If y'all haven't seen that, if you guys ever, when you're submitting your rating, it does give you an accuracy rating that you had. There's a separate space in YouTube Studio where you can see the ones that automatically were monetized and what you said it was versus if it was manually reviewed later. And that is one of the things that helps get you into your rating. I'm gonna hit next on this. Ooh, okay, let me share my screen here with you guys. Here we go. So actually, so here we are on the third step, something like that. And there is now a new window that normally pops up where you say stuff like, are you adding subtitles? Are you adding cards and all this stuff? You guys see this one? Oh, it's this way for you guys. There is an add music license at the very, 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 very top. So let's see what happens when we hit add. We're going to hit add on that. So you can see here where it says purchased or downloaded or saved, right? So this is the song that is used in this video for the unboxing portion. So view usage, view on YouTube. Okay, I'm going to hit add. Okay, so here, this window that comes up, hopefully you guys are seeing this, that says license added to your video. And it has the song, and then it says a license for You Don't Know Anything About Me was added to your video. You can view all of your licenses in the library. Okay, we're gonna hit close on this real quick. Now, one thing that we did discuss in that live stream about the things that YouTube didn't tell you. Oh, here, let me go back over here real quick. So this was the next screen. I don't know if you can see this here, but it does say that waiting for checks to complete, and this is the process, of course, but it says content identified in this video is listed below. So obviously it has caught that song because it's in the library. So it says it has the song, and then it says license globally, does not expire, these little triple dots, view license, remove license. Okay, so in here it says view license details and remove license, remove claimed content. This is what's grayed out, but it says remove claimed content, trim out segment, replace song, mute song, view license details, or remove license, right? And it says, are tracks from creator music missing? If tracks from creator music were not found, add them manually to complete the licensing process. Okay, so if it doesn't get caught automatically in the content ID system, I guess you can add it yourself. So let me see if you hit add. Okay, then it goes to your sections for downloaded. You can select the ones for purchased. It's not going to show up here because we've already applied the license, but good to know that you can do that if you have multiple. You guys see this? Where it turns my screen dark again? I'm going to return to upload real quick. I don't know what's going to happen because everything is dark. Doc or someone, I think I saw someone said Doc was in here. Oh no, Dr. Elo. Not. You guys see where my screen is like black? I don't know what it's going to do and it's going to mess up my upload process. Hold on, let me come back over here to this main camera too. It's so annoying and I don't know how to fix it. And I don't know if some sort of weird extension is happening and like ruining something. You know what? Let me hit refresh. That's embarrassing. Okay, so obviously I hit a some sort of hotkey command while I was still clicked on the eCam window. And instead of Command R, I don't know what happened. It did not Command R refresh on my Chrome screen. It did something funky and started my intro again and on eCam. So that's not what we wanted. And when I hit main camera now, it shows my intro and I don't want that. Why? Why? I'm just going to come over here to one of these real quick. Self-promo. If you like this shit show, make sure you like and subscribe. Oh, that's not even the right one. It's the self-promo one, not the purple socials. I'm a mess. Subscribe to this mess. There it is. Actually, I didn't even hit the right button for that. Subscribe. I hate myself. Okay. I'm going to come back over here to YouTube Studio on my own and refresh. And it says reload. I don't know what's going to happen, what I'm going to lose. Oh no, I think it's going to start the whole thing over. I don't even think it's going to save it as a draft. Did it? Oh, it says, wait, upload interrupted. Click resume. Resume upload. Resume upload. Does it happen in Safari? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just going to go back to where I was. Okay, wait. I'm just not going to open up anything. It says view copyright claim details. Interesting. Oh no. No, it's not that. It's that it pops up as an overlay. It's going to change my thing again. Okay, let me at least finish the upload and then we can continue to talk about the screens that pop up, okay? But obviously it's doing what it's supposed to do in identifying that the track is there and we're going to apply the license. Now, when we were talking about things that YouTube didn't tell us about creator music, the license is for when a video goes public. So this is again one of those times where you want to make sure that your video, you know, is like private, unlisted, and not yet public, because as soon as that video has hit public, you will have spent your license. And so remember, some of those tracks are like $5,000. You would not want to accidentally have that video go public, have your license be spent, and then be like, oh no, we need to upload version 2. You would have to buy the license again. Like it's a whole thing. So you see where you can like remove a license. You can remove a license on a song that hasn't, or sorry, on a video that has not yet been public. Once it's been public, that license has been spent. Okay. So also remember, you can use multiple tracks from creator music inside of a singular video or live stream if it's allowed in a live stream. As you saw, some of them are not. But you would need to make sure that you apply each of the licenses to the specific video. It would also not be a good idea to use a song from the creator music library as like an intro to your podcast or video or live stream or something, because you would need to have that license purchased every single time, every single week, and applied to every single video. Okay, so let's be smart about how we do that. But yeah, there's that. So far, We are working on, is it, oh, good. It is still uploading in the, I'm not touching anything right now. I just want to get it uploaded and then I'll come back to it and in its draft status or whatever else is happening. So let me close this real quick. So whilst we are waiting for the upload to happen, I'm also going to bring up the information about the new profanity rules. So let me pull up something. I have the article and we can talk about profanity. Fuck yeah. Now, if that was within the first 7 seconds, that would have been a problem. Okay, so, and if you hadn't heard yet, they're also deprecating something in regards to ads, and that is the, what are they called? Like the pop-up ads that happen only on desktop because you don't see them on mobile. But the overlay ads that would pop up, they are going to be discontinuing those, and that is as of April. So starting April 6th, the overlay ads, so the little banner type of ads that kind of pop up that you have to X to get rid of, those will no longer be an ad format after April 6th. And so those ads, they only appeared on desktop. And since, you know, overwhelmingly the amount of traffic a lot of the time on YouTube and ads, therefore, is mobile or actually increasingly television, those ads were either not effective or not conducive in ROI. So they're going to be deprecating them. So people will no longer have the option to do that type of ad. So something to keep in mind there. So if you have seen those ads and are annoyed by those ads, soon they will no longer be a thing. Okay. Now let's talk about profanity a bit. Now, with the inappropriate language, they have a lot of, they've actually classified. And if you haven't seen the Creator Insider channel where they're talking about, you know, the levels of severity when it comes to it and the level and time in which that vulgarity or profanity is introduced into your video, they had instituted some policies that were maybe a little harsh, but then the problem was they went retroactive on a lot of the creators' catalogs. So a lot of creators, if they knew that they were going to be penalized that harshly, and the rules were different then perhaps they would have changed their some perhaps not. But so I think there was a lot of brouhaha around that being kind of like an unfair retroactive type of thing. So YouTube has kind of lessened some of their staunch regulations on the things that were more so already uploaded in the past. But going forward and, you know, until any other changes are made, we are with some new updates. Okay. So let me pull that up here. And I want to make sure that it's the updated one and not the old one. So content that creates or contains profanity or vulgarity at the start or throughout the majority of the video may not be suitable for advertising. So occasional use of profanity, such as in music videos, backing tracks, intro, outro music, or music played in the background, won't necessarily result in your video being unsuitable for advertising. But okay, so now we're going to get fully demonetized on this live stream because I'm going to say all the words. So become a channel member and help me make up the revenue that would be lost, okay? So it says this content can earn ad revenue. So abbreviated or censored profanity or words like hell or damn in the title, thumbnail, or video. Moderate profanity like bitch, douchebag, asshole, and shit used frequently throughout the video. And then most profanity used within music or stand-up comedy. Okay. Do you want me to share the article? Yes. And I will also share the YouTube video. They did a really good job with it, which is funny because they actually did have the presenter say the F-bomb. And I was like, yeah, that's awesome. Love that for us. Okay. So let me copy and paste this one. Hopefully this is the new Creator Insider one. Let me also create a post on this. I'm going to say Well, hot damn. And here's a winky face. Here we go. And I will also post that now as a community update. There you go. Do, 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 do. Let me just make sure. Okay, so that one is linked there for y'all. It's just your kind of shit show. Hell yeah. And Connor does a really great job in breaking out these rules and stuff. So if you want to take a peek at it, yeah, go do that. Okay. So definitions: censored profanity refers to things like bleeping or muting the word, as well as covering written words with black bar symbols or text added in post-production. And abbreviated profanity refers to an acronym like WTF or what the fuck, where the original term is abbreviated by using acronyms. Okay. So all of that is saying that it is now considered kind of eligible. Okay. Now we're getting into the a little bit more racy stuff. So now this particular content may earn limited or no ad revenue. Okay. So if you have stronger profanity like the F word used within the first 7 seconds, or moderate profanity like shit in the title or thumbnail. Okay. So again, if you drop the F-bomb in the first 7 seconds, or if you say shit in the title or thumbnail, this is going to be limited. Okay. Pixel P is like, no biggie. So some examples of content that also fall into this category is going to be focal usage of profanity throughout a video, such as profanity used in most sentences. So if you just think of the F-bomb as, a verb and a noun and an adjective and all the things, and it's in every sentence, then you're going to have limited or no. If you say the F-bomb within the first 7 seconds, I would like to see if it's in like 8 seconds, and you do it like 8, 9, and 10. Just to mess with people. I'm just curious. And then it says if profanity is used in the title or thumbnail of music or stand-up comedy content. Okay. So you do want to be careful with that. Okay. So that's the yellow zone, whichever direction you want to take that. Green means go for money, or green means whatever. And we're going to say this is all yellow. Now for the stuff that's not really going to get the stuff that's not really going to get monetized. So let's talk about that. This is going to be stronger profanity like the F word. And I like how in the help article, they actually just have F- word, but in the Creator Insider video, they actually do have Connor say fuck, but he says it with an accent. So it's actually extra charming. Okay. Extra charming. So if it's used in the thumbnails or the titles, it's probably, it's not going to get monetized. Okay. And it says any use of hateful language in the video, and you have the hateful derogatory comment type of stuff. It says, see our table of definitions. Hold on one second here. Music, educational, artistic, dramatized. Anyways, so if you want to go check out Connor and the Creator Insider channel about the profanity updates. They do a good job in actually also trying to address and letting people know some of it is going to be rolling back some of the stuff that was limited in ads. Depending on how old some of those videos are new, or like how much traffic they were getting, it could have definitely affected a lot of people's income. Hopefully now, they said, there was stuff that was probably too harshly demonetized or limited in ads. Under the new rules, it wouldn't necessarily hit that same threshold, but just, we never know when they're also going to change their mind back again. Okay. Let me go into questions. If you have any, drop them, but let me go back into my, and see if my video is uploaded. Okay, so let me go back. Okay, so let's just hit next real quick. None of these things. Submit, I wanna hit next. We're gonna add the music license. Yes, we already did that. We're gonna hit next. And we're gonna hit next. And I'm going to hit save on private. I'm gonna hit go And again, my screen is completely dark, y'all. So I'm barely, like barely seeing anything over here. Let me open another window too and just see if there's anything that's going to come over here. There's got to be some sort of like Chrome extension or something that's like messing with it. I don't know. So let me just take a peek here. So it says currently that it's still uploading technically at 92%. So we're very, very close on that one. And then, okay. So one thing that's in here under restrictions, the column that says restrictions, a lot of them, you know, a lot of the time will say none. This one does say license added. So that's great. At least it has recognized that there's a license that has been added to this. So it's at 94% for uploading. So hopefully soon we'll be able to go in and toggle and see what we're looking at. Okay. So what's going on in your guys' world? What's new? Pixelpia, how's the Redbubble stuff going? Okay. Let me know, because we're at 95%. We're so close. We are so close to understanding what happens next. Now, I probably won't publish it immediately while we're on stream because it was a 4K file, and usually it looks like a potato when you first upload, right? It's like 360. So I'm going to give it a little bit of time for it to also at least hopefully get to 1080, and then we can also release it and just make sure that we're looking good. So has anyone here used Creator Music yet? I would love to hear your experience with it. I'd love to hear if you've got access to the library, if you've been poking around, if there are songs that you've already started. I have noticed that the library is... What happened? It sounded like something that happens when there's a super chat or a new channel member or something, but I saw nothing come up on screen. But I heard the sound. I heard the sound. Did you guys hear the sound? Can you share it? It says, not that I use those words. See, okay, I don't know where it came from. Did someone subscribe? Oh, I'm such an idiot. My Streamlabs widget is also turned off. Okay, hold on. Let me put that back on too. Let me put that back. No, not that. I'm also going to make sure. If you guys also need music, you can check out Creator Music. Sorry, Creator Mix from D. Niman and Nick Niman. Okay, over here. I don't know, dude. It was making sounds. It made sounds. Oh, by the way, if there's like 4 of you here, can you at least caress and gently boop that thumbs up button? Appreciate you. So you're starting a new POD series about Zazzle as soon as your laptop comes in. Ooh, you bought a new laptop? Are you going to do an unboxing? Oh my gosh, you guys. One new update that they do have in YouTube library, at least now you know how long it's going to take for them to process your video into like HD or 4K. It says processing up to 4K, 70 minutes. 70 minutes over here. So let me see if I can go into this draft now that it's officially uploaded. It does look like it. Okay, sweet. And it saved nothing that I had in the other window. So I'm just going to do this again really quickly. So I'm going to hit on. License added, no copyright issues found. Great. Then why won't you let me proceed? None of the above. I'm going to hit next. Add music license. It says ensure full monetization by adding license from Creator Music. I did that. I'm going to hit next. I'm going to hit next. And I'm going to hit make sure it's private and hit save. It says we're still checking your video. And I'm going to... Your video is already saved as a draft. You can close the dialog and return when checks are completed to view the result. Okay, so it won't even let me save. Okay, so when I said it didn't save all that information from before, it's because it won't save it until it's done checking and processing. So the only thing I can do is have it hang out as a draft. So there we go. So good to know. Does that mean that I have to wait the whole 70 minutes or that I just have to wait for the... No, it should just be for any other copyright checks. Okay, what do you got over here? I broke yours last night while you drowned it in coffee? Oh no, that's not good. That's not good at all. I'm so sorry. That stinks. That stinks. I'm going to hit. You can close the dialog and return when checks are completed to view the result. Okay, so I don't think I can go any farther. Yeah. I don't think I can go any farther until it's done with some stuff. So I'm just going to let that be and hang out. But I guess I will finish off what that process completely looks like during the video that I am creating. And you'll see the screen recording, like I said, about how to purchase and download and all that stuff. So any other questions that we have or want to talk about when it comes to the profanity and the updates to those guidelines? Oh, I do have something for y'all. First of all, I am going to be presenting Saturday morning at 10 a.m. on a session about YouTube Shorts. Surprise, surprise. And it's at the Women of Video conference. And men, you are more than welcome to watch and join and learn. But it's, put on by some great women. We have presentations by a bunch of awesome women, and we're talking about branding and video creation and monetization and all kinds of things like that. And it's free. So head over to Women of Video and you can get free tickets to that. And if you want to see my session, it's Saturday morning at 10 a.m. That's Pacific time, because it's actually based off of, I think, Mountain time. So I'm like the third or fourth session of the day, but you get it. It's like 1 o'clock that time, but 10 o'clock my time. Hopefully that makes sense. Go get tickets. They're free. And then you can see the presentation on that. So does anybody else have anything for the good of the group that they want to share, chat about, talk about? Pixel P, I'm sending good vibes your way for your laptop. I'm so sorry that happened to you. I'm going to give you a second to think about it. Oh, yes. Miss Keely's still here in the chat. Let me also, boom. So if you didn't know, Keely also, it's this way. It's this way. Look at her. Look at her. She's so cute. Keely's also going to be presenting about Discord. And so if that's also an interesting topic to you, make sure you get your tickets, because again, you're going to see awesome presenter Jessica Stansberry. And there's just a bunch. There's a bunch of us. So go get free tickets. Woo woo. Yeah. The worst part is that I was just finishing today's video when, oh no. No. That's the worst. Oh, so you're 10 a.m. Oh, see? It's the same time slot, just one day later. So that's awesome. Cool. I'm so excited. It's weird because that whole Women of Video conference was originally this brainchild of like a few of us after a vid summit or right before a vid summit. It was right before, I think it was right after vid summit had happened. We were talking about, gosh, it would just be really nice to have more females be able to be presenting and to learn from and to hear unique perspectives on, just because a lot of the other conferences that are out there, I mean, great speakers and everything, but it's just, it's sometimes nice to see yourself represented amongst panelists, speakers, all of that kind of information. And this is one of those places you can just kind of go and be celebrated and understand that it's a whole unique type of thing to sometimes have to be who we are and deal with what we deal with. And again, no disrespect to any kind of men. It's not any kind of bashing event. It's really just one of those types of moments to be like, hey, this is kind of a special thing. And if you want to learn from someone else, check it out. Thank you, Dutch Can Jam, for throwing down that link down there. So yeah, if you want to check out the Women of Video conference, you can certainly do so. It's like 30 speakers and a whole bunch of sessions and some cool sponsors. So, again, if that's something that you have some time to check into this weekend, check out the agenda and schedule and try and pop in for some of those sessions. Again, my session's 10 a.m. PST on Saturday, and Keely's is 10 a.m. on Sunday. So such a privilege to be jumping in. I'm so glad that you're doing it. I'm really excited. And it's cool. Just feel like, hey, we're speaking at the same conference, right? I think that's the first conference that we've both spoken at. Is that right? You can tell me I'm wrong. It happens a lot, but this might be the first conference we're both presenting at. So that's really cool. Okay. I'm going to check real quick on that before I say that to you all. If it's still doing the checks, or if it will let me save. Because you know what's going to happen is like 2 seconds after I get off this live, and then it will be like, nope. Add tracks from Creator. No. Yeah, it still says waiting for checks to complete. What a bummer. Okay, so I'm going to go, but it's also, as soon as that video processes in HD, I'll just go ahead and I really don't expect anyone to watch it, but and so I'm not giving it my live stream and videos and stuff time to breathe in between. Like it's fine. It's fine, you guys, gals. So I'm going to publish that one later tonight when it does process in 4K. So if you want to hear some different little audio clips and tests, because I actually tested 4 different devices. Is that right? Yeah, 4. Actually, it was 5 devices. So you can hear some audio from the Pixel 7, the Samsung Galaxy S22, the iPhone 13, as well as the iPad mini. And I've discovered that there is a huge problem. The iPad Pro and iPad mini, if you are USB-C connectors, it does not work with the USB-C connector on the bottom of the DJI mic. So you actually have to go dongle life and into the TRRS to be able to get any audio. And I did not know this. And I went down this wormhole yesterday because I tried to actually go live from my iPad with the mic, and there was no audio. And so specifically no audio from the internal camera video or from things like Facebook Live or Instagram with the mic plugged in, nothing at all. So you actually have to, I don't know why, but it does not natively seem to work with the USB-C adapter that comes with the DJI mic for any iPads that are USB-C enabled. So really weird. In those instances only, you have to use the dongle. In any other instance, so the Pixel phone directly, you can use it. The Samsung phone, you can use it. The iPhone one is perfectly fine with the Lightning adapter one, but only the iPad and iPad Pro with the USB-C, no audio at all is going to come out. So you'll see it like I'm trying to record, and it's indicating that it's receiving audio signal on the transmitter and receiver, but when you go back and play it and you listen, it's just complete silence. And then you unplug the mic and the mic works fine, and then you use it with a dongle, and I tried it with a TRS to TRS as well as a TRS to a TRRS cable, and both of those work fine, just not the USB-C adapter, which is just weird. So also I found out, I think something has changed over here. Also found out that if you use the Lightning adapter, you can only use your your DJI mics in the mono recording mode. You will not be able to record in stereo mode. Even if you go into the camera settings and hit record stereo audio, it does not seem to do that. It only gives you the option for mono, which could be a bummer if you plan to do a lot of interviews with people, because they're all going to come on the same track. So even if you have the 2 receivers, they're going to mix into one track. So it's going to be really hard to equalize that later, as opposed to if you have something that records left and right and you want to combine them later, but first even out their levels or whatever else it is. You can't do that with the iPhone. So just some other weird quirk that has happened. Let me go ahead and show you what this screen looks like over here and see if I can, it's still a draft, but let me see if I can now process it. Monetization on. Can I hit next? And next. Add music license. I did that. I'm going to hit next. Now it's finally, okay, save or publish private. Yes, I'm going to hit save. My screen went black again, y'all. So let me refresh my page, and then I can show you at least the difference that looks like on the page. All right, meet and screen share. Here we go. Here we are on this one. And if you take a look on the column here underneath like the thumbnail preview and stuff, it says restrictions, license added. So you can see that now over here. And let me see if it has it anywhere else. Allow embedding and publish, allow samples. It doesn't seem to, oh, maybe it's probably going to be under the copyright tab. So if we go to the copyright tab, here we go. Yeah, let me make sure you guys can see that. So you can see it says the status overall, it says channel is not affected. And right now it's currently private. But I am able to monetize this one. So you can see this. Whereas before it wouldn't even allow me to select monetization, 1, until it figured the check, and 2, because it says that there was a copyright on it. And then here is the content used, and here is the impact on the video. So this is the track, and it's identified the timestamp from which the song is being used. And then it has the information of the copyright holder. And then you can see here the options are like, you can remove the claim content, again, trim out the segment, replace the song, mute the song, view the license details, or remove the license. So just keep in mind that when I hit publish on this video, then my license will have been spent. Okay. So there's no getting it back. If I would have to purchase another license is basically how that goes. And come back over here. And and license added, no copyright issues found. Perfect. Love that for me. Okay, so it says 53 minutes. So in 1 hour from now, so about 7:30, I'm going to hit publish on this video. And so if you want to watch the DJI wireless mic video, you certainly can. But now you know that's the next video that's coming. And then I will go ahead and finish that video with the screen recordings and everything for the what it's like to download and purchase a license. And that'll go up, I don't know, this weekend or next week. All right. Any other questions, comments, concerns that are for the good of the group, please let me know now or forever hold your peace. I'm going to give you 10 seconds because you have a delay. That's it. That's all you get. I told you, you have like 10 seconds. So, all right, everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll see you in a video in an hour, and I hope you have a great night. Thank you, and I will see you next week for another episode of Triple T. Go get your tickets to Women of Video. It's free.